All right, hello, everyone, and welcome to the finale of Ascendance Season 6, The Roaring Twenties. We are here with Corey and Thulsi, and after 36 days, one will be crowned the winner tonight. So I will give them a second to kind of get prepped. I was also waiting for the link to actually go live to show on my phone. So, yeah. One at a time, they will do their opening speeches, and then we will have each jury member come in, and they will have 5 minutes to ask questions. And then at the end, they will do their closing speeches, and then we'll have a vote for a winner. Since Thulsi won the final mob boss, she got to choose the order that they went in for opening and closing speeches. Thulsi decided that she will go first, and then Corey, and then for closing speeches, Corey, and then Thulsi. So, Thulsi, whenever you're ready, let me know, and your 5 minutes will start.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm good to go.
Alrighty, whenever you start talking, your 5 minutes will start.
Okay, well, first, just thank you to production and this entire cast. It has been an absolute pleasure to play this game with everybody, and I've had so much fun. So with this game, I started early on relying a lot on my social game, and I think I started really strong with that. I had a 3-person alliance with Sean and Brayden from night one. We got really close, but I was also building a lot of other relationships with everybody else in the cast. I think that shows very early on in round 1. My mob lost, and 3 of the 3 names that were up for elimination that round were 3 of the 4 people that lost a point in that first challenge. I was the 4th person who lost a point, but my name never came up. Off the bat, I was safe, even though I should have been in consideration. And then moving forward after that, even in the early parts of this game, I had a lot of control over what was happening in ways that I don't think anybody really knows about yet. Sean got a lot of heat for designing the mobs and then giving them to Maddie and telling him what to do. I've told people that I was in an alliance with Sean and Brayden early on, but no one's aware that I also picked those mobs. Sean and I picked those mobs and gave them to Brayden and Maddie. A lot of my role in that was to decide the order in which people were picked to make people who weren't picked the first round feel more included, and also minimize my own threat level by making sure I was picked last but was with people I wanted to be with. That round also quickly turned, though. It became Sean was the target, and that was one of my closest allies, and that's an early point in the game where I made a move and chose my side. It wasn't my idea to make it Sean, but I had a huge role because I was probably the closest to doing something different that round. Then we get into, that crazy round 4, where, as some of the juries talked about before, that is the round that really changed this game. I got together with my core alliance of 5. That was Corey, Lana, Maddie, Alex. I proved my loyalty to them by using my power for us and going to rocks and proving early on in this game exactly who I was going to be loyal to and establishing the bonds that helped me a lot through the rest of this game and got me to this point. So then I had that core 5, and then outside of that, we also had our larger alliance of 8 that also included Bill, Logan, and Jasmine. And I was able to use those to get a lot further in this game, and I was loyal to them as much as I could be with everything else that happened. I think my low point in this game was after that when Alex got eliminated. That was a point in the game where I made a mistake, and I had the votes changed to be me, and I got one of my closest allies sent home, and I got dragged at elimination by Jasmine. But I think that that also shows how strong my game was, because all of that happened, and I publicly received 2 votes at the end of that, or 2 powers, sorry. And even after that, my name was never written down again. And I think that's because I had the right relationships built, the right allies, I won the right competitions, and I had the right powers, and I was able to use everything and do everything flawlessly moving forward. And that's all despite my name being thrown out multiple times by Brayden, by Jasmine, by Oakley, by Maddie, and I was still able to keep going. And then we get further along in the game, and there's the Maddie vote, which is a point where I should have been in a lot more danger. But I built a relationship early on with Corey, proven that he could trust me, gone to rocks, which potentially could have been for him at that point. I demonstrated my loyalty early on, formed those connections that kept me safe at that point. I didn't have to go begging to Corey to save me or do anything different. I stayed calm, and everything worked out for me anyway. And then the last big move of the game that I had to make was to take out Lana. That was the last move I needed to make to secure my game and show that I played really hard. I knew that she had to go exactly at third and not a moment sooner. She was a shield for me throughout a lot of the game. She was playing a really strong game. But I had to take her out at that moment. I couldn't do it any sooner because of the allies that I had, and doing anything differently would have put a target on my back. So I took a big risk in bringing her as far as I did because she was a huge threat. And yeah, I think I was able to play everything perfectly at that point and secure my spot at the end and played a strong game to get myself here. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Thulsi. Corey, whenever you're ready, when you start talking, your 5 minutes will start.
Okay, so I also want to thank production for an amazing experience, an amazing game. I've been playing these games for 6 years, 12 years, depending on what way you want to look at it. But I've been playing for quite some time, and I've never had an experience like the one I've had. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to all the players. You guys made this an amazing season. I want to start off by saying, when I first came into this game, I had a lot to prove to myself. I wanted to get a much better placing than what I've done since returning in the past 2 games that I played. And in order to do that, I needed to go back to old Corey. And that was a little bit of chaos, a little bit of aggressiveness. So when I first started the game, I saw Sean, and I knew he had a million connections. So I got on call with Sean, and I knew he knew this game inside and out. So I wanted to make sure that I was in with him from second one. On that call, I was able to, he went power hunting right away. I was in on that. Maddie was also in on that. He was able to direct us towards where the idol was. I was able to get it quicker, and I was able to secure that idol, which was a good part for me in the game. Then after that, I got a little more aggressive when I, in the blind vote, said vote for me. That could have been a very bad move for me because here I am, an aggressive person. You may want to take me out. But having that safety allowed me to not be involved in the votes the first round, and I was able to make solid relationships with Lana, Maddie, Alex. Maddie and Alex I had a connection with coming into this game, but I was able to strengthen it. Lana, I was able to create a final 2 deal with her on day 2. In a call that we had, I got a good relationship with her, good connection with her. And I knew that Lana was going to have connections in this game because she seemed like such a social player, and she would help me by being connected to people that I may not have been able to work with otherwise. I.e. some people that I would see myself not being able to work with if it wasn't for Lana was someone like Logan and Bill. We just didn't connect as well. And by having Lana on my side, I was able to also have them on my side. One big thing that I would think was a big part of my game was early on in the game, I was power hunting like crazy, and I was able to come up with the clue for that ended up being the double vote, and also the clue that ended up being the steal vote. I gave both those clues to Maddie and Tulsi, who ended up getting the powers that ended up helping us get through round 4. So had I not shown those to them, who knows if they would have got them? Who knows if we would have gotten through round 4? In terms of the Sean vote, I was very instrumental in wanting Sean out. At the time, I thought that he was one of the rogue votes. Later on, would find out that he was not a rogue vote for me, but still wanted him out of this game because of his connections. I went on call with Jasmine that night, was able to get her on our side for the vote, and go from there. Something that I did skip on because I'm talking really fast is day 4 in this game. An Alliance of 4 was created with myself, Lana, Alex, and Maddie, and I was intending to go to the end of the game with them. I got to talk a little faster now, but one of the big parts of my game was staying loyal. I wanted to stay loyal through thick and thin, and I was going to do that with Maddie. However, he had come to me at the final 12 when we were looking for a power, and he wanted to not tell the girls about the power. I was not feeling great about that, but I was able to get him back on our side and able to keep telling him, no, not the right time, not the right time. I let the girls know what was going on. The girls wanted to turn on Maddie. I said, no, not the right time. So I was able to hold it off until it was the right time, which was the final 6. Tulsi was able to steal the coin. I was able to nullify the idol, and then he was gone. I'm running out of time here, but at the end of the day, my game is based on loyalty. I was loyal from the beginning to the end. The only person I was not loyal to this game was Maddie, and for that I am deeply sorry, but I wanted to stay loyal to the majority of my alliance, and you were coming for them first, so I had to step in. Whatever happens, I love everybody in this game. Ask away, and I'll try to answer your questions the best that I can.
Alrighty, thank you so much. I will now bring in juror number 1, which is Alex. He will have 5 minutes to ask questions, make statements, whatever he wants. And yeah, we'll go ahead and add him in now.
Hi guys, I'm so embarrassed because you guys look so fly and I look like trash. But besides the point, I'm really proud of the both of you. I only have 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase because we can have all of this tussle stuff afterwards. So, I have a very personal connection to both of you because, Corey, we've been friends for years and years, and Dulcie, we've only really just met, but still, I feel like you're one of the type of people that you don't come across very often in terms of instant connection. So I appreciate you both as people, so I do not want to cast a personal vote tonight. What I am going to base my vote on tonight is very simply, how bad do you want it? And I want both of you to use the time, and I think I'm just going to cut you off at a certain point to give both of you a chance because I only have 5 minutes. I just want you to simply tell me, how bad do you want it? Why do you deserve to win? And why do you deserve my vote in particular? Like, how bad do you want it? Why do you want this win? What do you do for it? I don't know if anyone would like to go first.
I'll go first.
Go first then.
All right. So I want this win to not only to prove to myself, but to prove to everybody else that I do deserve to win this game. I have, in the past, had a very negative connotation with the name Corey Morgan, and I came into this game to try and turn it around, play aggressive, but also play a little bit not as attacking. I know I did some of that, but I tried to be chill with it. And I just want this to prove that the loyal game is the right game, because I stuck by my allies from day one. The only time I turned on my allies is when they were going to turn first. And I got here knowing that Tulsi / Lana probably had the better chance at beating me, but I gave them my word, and I was not going to go back on that word. And so for that, I want to show that the loyal game does deserve the win.
All right, so I want this bad, okay? I've dreamt about Ascendance almost every single night for 36 nights. Like seriously. I think I've played a really strong game. Alex, you know my story coming into this. You know, I've never made merge in a game before. I've been early boot a lot. And I came to this game, you know, not like worrying so much about that, but wanted to play strong. You know, I had a strong social game. I feel like I had a strong strategical game. I won the most competitions of anybody here. I found multiple powers on my own, and then I was given multiple powers by you. I had multiple powers given to me by other people in our alliance. I think I worked really hard. I think I played a really strong game. And I think I also played a loyal game. I was loyal to our group of 5. And I think I proved that to you guys in round 4 by going to rocks for you. I never wanted you to go out and going on rocks for me. But if you had sit in the game, I would have wanted the 3 of us to go to the end together because of everything we did at that point. And I would have stuck to our 5 to the end. So I think I also played a loyal game, but I think I was able to do a lot of other things as well. I want this bad.
So do I.
All right. Okay. That's really the only question that I prepared to go in with tonight, because honestly, like, who am I to judge? I'm the first juror and I know the least fucking shit about the game. That being said, I'm just going to use my time to gas you guys up. Both of you deserve to be here. Both of you worked your asses off. I don't know how many days it has been. You guys have a counter on your hideout and I don't. In a jury house, we're just in jail. So however many days you played, I just want to let you guys know you gave it your all. You did your best, and regardless of the result, you should be incredibly proud of yourself. It's an extremely tough vote for me personally, because I would love to vote for both of you, and I don't want to be like a miscongeniality, but you guys know how deeply I appreciate the both of you. Prepare yourselves for a very tough finale. There are plenty of jurors that have some very tough things coming for you. So own your game, be prepared for anything that's thrown your way, and present yourself in the very best way that you can. And most importantly, don't interrupt anyone. That's going to be extremely, extremely bad on some people's minds. Yeah, that's everything. So thank you guys. Good night and best of luck. Mwah.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you so much, Alex. Alrighty. So we will now bring in juror number 3, Caitlin. We're trying to get a hold of Gianna, so that's why she's not joining right now. So here she is. Caitlin, whenever you are ready, go ahead.
All right. Hello, guys.
Hey.
You both look great tonight. Love the little 20s vibe. Sorry I did not get the memo. But I have one question tonight for Mr. Corey. So, Corey, I noticed your lack in jury management throughout the game. Can you think of ways you could have bettered this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the biggest jury management issue that I had was telling Oakley he was an asshole as he was walking out the door. I regret that. However, I was emotional with the challenge that we had just had. It's not an excuse, but definitely is something that I would have changed with it. So yeah, and then other than that, I mean, just coming clean, being honest with people. But for the most part, I did tell people as they were going out that they were going out. So I tried to let y'all know and not lie to you.
I get that. I think my issue was just how I felt as if you were telling people on their way out. You were speaking to them not so kindly and like the most vulnerable points.
Do you have an example? Because that only happened that I know of one time, and that was with Oakley.
I think that happened with both Oakley and Zach.
Zach's not on jury though. But
he's not on jury, but I feel like that's also something that is
right.
unexcusable. That comment was unexcusable.
Great, but when Zach went out of the game, I did not say anything to him. When Zach went out, I did not say anything to him. If you're talking about at the round 4 vote where it went to rocks, that was me trying to save Alex, and I already apologized to Zach for that. But when Zach went out during the live night, I did not say anything negative towards him.
Okay, well, I appreciate you apologizing to him. I think there were a lot of apologies that were owed. Tulsi, I wish you the best of luck. I know we were on opposite sides throughout this whole game, so there's really nothing we could have done, but I think you're such a queen, and honestly, you slayed this. I am so proud. So yeah, best of luck to both of you. That's all I have. Time for your next juror. Peace out.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Caitlin. All right, so Gianna is still not here, so we will move on to juror number 4, which is Mr. Oakley. Oakley, I will be adding you to the stream now. Your 5 minutes starts.
That was
whenever.
really stressful. I thought I had to click a button. Oh, that was gross. So hello, you guys. Regardless of how I feel, you made it to the end, so that in itself is an accomplishment. So congratulations on that, Corey. It's clear that there's been a lack of skill regarding how you treated people, and for me, I'm the kind of person that I play these games for fun, and it feels like for a lot of people, you made this game not fun. So, looking back on everything, would you change anything?
If I did not make the game fun for people, I apologize. That was not my intentions. The 2 points in the game that I can think that I got negative that shouldn't have been were already mentioned with Caitlin, and that was when I said something to you on your way out and when I said something to Zach in the round 4. I didn't get a chance to apologize to you because you were on jury. Zach, I had apologized to a long time ago. Other than that, I don't know what I did that would make it not fun for people, so I hope that that's not the case. But I played hard, I played aggressive, and yes, did I say some things that shouldn't have been said? I did, I own it, and I apologize for that. And I hope that after this game, we can move on and still be friends and still be cool.
Okay, fair enough. So, Tulsi, you fucking...
I'm sorry.
I was after you from like day fucking early on. I don't know, but the fact that you got this far does impress me. But here's my quarrel, and this is something that I was not aware of until the last like week or so. From my impression from the later jurors, so like Lana, Maddie, Logan, and then Colin, had you not won the last 3 challenges that you won and found the idol, you would have had no chance of making here. And to me, that is kind of a knock on your game. So I want you to defend that situation because that's the only knock that I can currently think of.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, what I recently found out was that I'm not sure how much I can speak to earlier than that, but at Final 3, if I didn't win that comp, Corey and Lana were both planning to take each other. However, I have spoken to Corey about this since. At that point, if I expose that Lana had Final 2s with me as well, the loyalty aspect there is gone and I'm coming. Prior to that, I mean, as far as I knew, everything was going according to plan, though, sure, maybe people were going to take me out. But then I won the comps that mattered most, you know, and that's also part of the game. Every competition I won prior did not actually give me safety. There were many times throughout the game where I could have been taken out, where people were gunning for me, and they didn't do it at those points, and then it was too late. Also with that, the idol that I played, I claim to have found the night before I played it. I found it a couple rounds prior, and I didn't say anything to anybody because Corey did have the nullifier. And while I could have stolen the nullifier and then played it, I didn't want to tip off my allies too early. I wanted to make sure everything went according to plan. I was able to use the steal of power to take the coin, do the plan that me, Corey, and Lana had agreed on to send Maddie out and send the nullifier out with it. And then once that was done, then I exposed that I also had an idol. I played it when I didn't need to, but I let my allies know at that point that I had it. But I did have more power at that point in the game than I let on to anyone. Because, again, at that point, you don't know who to trust. They could have taken me out at any point there. But I was able to stay safe for the last 4 rounds. I got Corey to give me co-mob boss when he didn't have to, because the relationships that I had with him and the game that we were all playing. After that, I did have my idol, but I don't think I needed it. And then I won the last 2 comps that were able to get me here. And maybe it is a knock on my game that I would have gone otherwise. but then I won exactly when I needed to, like you did that one round.
So like a very like quick last question because I've got like less than a minute. So in your mind, it was not those last challenges weren't really do or die in your head.
The last one,
The last
that-
like 3 or 4 rounds as a whole.
I was going to give it my all no matter what because I needed to be safe so I wouldn't get paranoid. And I knew that both Corey and Lana were very paranoid people. And they were going to freak out about whatever else was going on. But if I had it, I would feel secure. And so I didn't have to worry at that point. I don't think it was 100% do or die.
Alrighty.
Anyway.
That is 5 minutes.
My time's up. Good luck, you guys. I wish both of you genuine luck and can't wait for the reunion.
Thank you so
I don't know
much.
how to leave, Papa.
I could kick you.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. So we still do not have Gianna, so we will move on to juror number 5, Mr. Bill. Bill, your 5 minutes starts whenever you start talking.
So, hi.
Hi, Bill.
You guys are probably dreading me a little bit. Oh, this lighting sucks. But honestly, I'm very, very proud of both of you. I think that you both played an exceptional game. I was not privy to some of the information that, eventually I got privy to. So when Lana came into the jail, I was just as gagged as I was the day that you all voted me out behind my back because I thought that I was like for sure clear, good in the game, knew what was going on. I was totally gooped. I do have a question for both of you, but I do want to say something. I was a little hurt, not by the fact that you all voted me out. I'm not a sore loser. I thought it was smart. I'm very charismatic. I probably could have won, but I was hurt by the fact that no one that I was playing with, in my opinion, from day 1 or day 2, could at least tip me off and tell me, hey, I don't think you have enough votes to stay. I really enjoyed playing this game with you. I'm sorry, but you're probably going tonight. Particularly, Tulsi, I'm a little disappointed and hurt by you just because you went on this huge thing about how it's not right to not tell Caitlin. Caitlin deserves to know she's going home. I can't sit there and lie to her face. I think that that's really, really shitty. And then crickets all day long when I went. So I was a little hurt just because I felt really, really close to you guys and I really didn't see that coming. However, I thought it was really smart and I congratulate you both on doing that move. My question is, you both have been talking about loyalty and honesty and you wanted to play this honest game and this loyal game and you didn't lie to the people that you were working with. But at the end of the day, you both looked at me and lied to my face that day. So I want to know, why was I so threatening? Why couldn't you tell me? Why are you claiming to play an honest game when you really didn't play an honest game with me?
Can I answer that?
Yes.
Okay, so like you said, I felt awful lying to Caitlin. There was no reason to. At those points in the game, we knew where all the powers were and there was no worry about that. So there was no reason to lie to you. And I mean, I'm sure you've heard by now, Bill, but like that entire round, I was pushing so hard for Colin. I wanted to stick to that 6 that we had. I wanted to keep you around. I was fighting really hard as I could without freaking out my allies and having them turn on me for any reason. But also, me being honest about Caitlin is what messed up my game a little bit there, that really came back to bite me in the butt. If I didn't do that, that whole round might have gone differently. Everything might have gone according to the plan that we all had as an 8. And so I at that point, it didn't do us anything to lie to you about it, but if that's what my allies were doing, I had learned my lesson about going against that before. So I saw no reason to do that again. And I already felt a little less guilty because I wasn't gunning for you. I wanted something different to happen. And also at that point, I did feel close to you. I wanted to work with you, but I also felt like Lana was going to catch the most heat for that move. because you guys were especially close. And based on that jury question that you answered before, it seemed like that is what happened. I'm sorry we couldn't be honest with you, though.
It's okay. Corey, sorry, you only have like a minute and 15 seconds, so go.
All right, I'll go quick. So Bill, the main reason I wasn't honest is because from pretty early on in this game, both Tulsi and Lana led me to believe that both you and Logan were going to be after me when it got down to the end of our 8. And therefore, while I was loyal to you to a point, I wasn't as loyal to you as I was to the girls because I was being told that you were going to be after me. So that's why I didn't feel like I needed to be honest with you. Now, hindsight's 2020. I probably should have said something to you, but that's why I didn't, because I felt like you were probably going to come for me when it came down to it, so I needed to come for you first.
Okay, I think those are both fair. I love how close everyone thought Logan and I were. I mean, like, yeah, I think he's like super adorable and cute, but we had like no final 2 deals. So good for Lana. I know that my time is really up. I love both of you. Good luck. I think whoever wins deserves it. Don't let these other people tell you that you don't deserve to be here, because both of you absolutely do. Mwah. Good luck.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Bill. You could go ahead and leave.
Okay, bye.
All right, so we are moving on to juror number 6, Mr. Matty Ice himself.
Matty Ice, what it do, baby boo? I know y'all miss the space. I'll play a little nice, but not too nice. So first, congrats, final 2, yay you. Tulsi, if you don't mind, I'm gonna ask my question to Corey because I feel like that's what I want to do with my 5 minutes. So Corey, at the very beginning of this game, you said, Maddie, you and I, we're gonna be loyal to each other. Please do not turn on me. I will get paranoid in games. Do not turn on me. Like, please don't backstab me. And I honored that, but you did not honor that with me. And I felt like there were so many times where you were so nervous and checking up on me and like, are you gonna vote for me? Is this something happening? Is something else happening? And I said, no. I calmed you down a lot and I was like, I'm with you. We come to final 6 and I say, this is the time to make the move. The girls are going to win if they get to the end. One of them's here along with you. And I said, if you do not make this move, you are losing this game and you will be playing the 2nd place game. I told you that. I warned you of that happening. So when I, at final 6, came to you and said, this is the plan, I laid it all out for you to get to the end and to win, but you chose to go with the girls over me. I need you to explain how that was strategically sound for you to get here tonight and to win the vote.
So when it comes to, yes, me and you early on, we worked together. And I was also with Lana, and then eventually Alex and Tulsi came along. And when I say loyal, yes, I wanted to say loyal to you, Maddie. I did. Voting you out was the hardest vote that I had to do. Nullifying your idol was the hardest thing I had to do in this game. But I did it because while I knew doing it was taking a risk and potentially giving my shot away at winning this game, I needed to stay loyal to the group as a whole because that is the game that I had played from the very beginning. And had I voted one of the girls out, I feel like it would be reverse and I'd be getting this question from them. So yes, I understand you're upset about it, but Maddie, I don't care what you say, you would have won had we were sitting here together too. So
You're damn right.
You were playing a phenomenal game and you were just as big a threat in my mind as the girls were. So that episode title had to make a choice. It was making a choice between Maddie, Lana, and Tulsi. And I made my choice. It's a decision I am going to own. And I'm not going to say I regret it because I don't regret it. I stayed loyal to the group as a whole. And the Puppeteers, which were the alliance of 3, were able to make it to the end because of it.
All right, we'll see if that choice was the correct choice. And I feel like that's what I have. Tulsi, you kind of answered some stuff I had for you earlier, so I will not waste anyone's time. Congratulations to you both. You both made this game very fun for me. I did enjoy our long calls, and good luck to you both.
Thanks, Maddie.
Love you, Maddie.
Love you both. Good luck.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Maddie. We will now bring in our next juror, Logan Farley.
Woo! Hi guys.
Hey, Logan.
Logan.
First of all, I just wanted to say how much I love you both and how proud I am of you. All that shit. You're both wonderful. And I don't really have any like real questions, but I do have a question. Corey, we weren't really close, so I don't really have a question for you. This is for my girl Tulsi. Tulsi, since day one, I have been absolutely 100% in love with you. And my question is, besides winning the final competition and choosing Corey to take with you to the final two, what do you think was your biggest game move?
I would say the biggest move that I made was probably pretty early on in those rounds 3 and 4, and that those moves set me up for the rest of the game with my allies. But choosing to work with everybody else and voting out Sean set me up with the right people. And then especially the next round, I don't remember the exact order everything happened in, but I didn't believe that I specifically was in danger out of me, Corey, and Alex. I did believe that Alex was getting the votes that round. But I was still able to use my steal a vote that I had and work together, and we were able to come up with a plan for that round. And I think I had a really large role in that. And being willing to go to rocks for somebody in round 4 of a game, I think is a big thing to do. I did not have to do that at that point. I probably could have still gotten a little further had I not done that and flipped at that point. But I took that risk, and doing so allowed me those really strong bonds with the people I was working with in that move, in that round. And those carried me really far. Those were super helpful to me. Doing so proved my loyalty to Corey, who saved me over picking Maddie at that later round. And I think everything that happened later kind of goes back to that round and those bonds that I was able to form and how much I was able to impact that.
Okay, period. I see it. I feel it. You both are wonderful, even though you're garbage humans, and I hate you both. And that should be me there. Just kidding. I love you both. Congratulations. I hope you both win, I guess. All right, how do I get out of this? Where do I go?
I can kick you if you want me to.
Thank you. Bye.
Alrighty, we will now move on to juror number 8, Colin. Colin, are you here?
Hi.
All right, your 5 minutes starts whenever.
Hey, all you spooky ghouls and ghosts. I don't have up-to-date phone, so you won't be able to see me, but you can hear me, and that's all fine and good. So for me personally, I've been learning a lot through hearing your guys' speeches, and it's been really insightful. So I'm just going to ask a more general question, kind of true to my game. So I do have a small additional question for Corey afterwards. Let's just kind of keep our answers somewhat respectful and brief. But is there anything that each of you feel like benefited you in hindsight that you were unaware of, that now looking back, sitting at the final two, you were like, oh shit, that actually really helped me and I didn't even know, or anything like that?
I have an answer for that. So I only yesterday found out that the Alliance of 5 that I was in, I was the last person to join. I wasn't aware of the dynamics between everybody else the entire time. I didn't know how strong they were at the beginning. But I think that was really I think it's still a good thing for my game that I was the last one to join, because at the beginning I really did have a lot of options and I was able to go a couple of rounds without picking a side. And then like once I did, I was able to stick to that and had a solid group. And then even with that group, I don't believe I was ever really on the bottom of it, even though I came in last.
And then for me, I would say I found this out probably the final three as the vote was happening, that Lana also had a final two deal with Tulsi, which I think did help me in the long run because it helped bring Tulsi into our group because of her relationship with Lana. And Tulsi was an integral part of that group that had one of us not been there, we would not have been able to get to where we're sitting now.
Cute. I love it. Appreciate it. And then finally, Corey, I was just wondering, in how many words do you feel like you can summarize your game without using the word loyalty? And if you would like to try and do that.
Aggressive, chaotic, but it's a matter of I made the moves that I felt were right for me at the time. Yes, I was a little aggressive. Yes, I was a little chaotic, but that's all I know. And it got me to where I am. And so,
yeah, cool. Good for you. Proud of you. I love you both. I don't want to like use up my whole 5 minutes. I don't even know how much time I have left, but I love you guys. I appreciate both of you. I wish you guys both of luck. Can't wait to talk to you guys after this. Have a great night. Yeah.
Love you, Colin.
Love you.
Love y'all.
Alrighty, thank you so much. We will now move on to Lana. Lana, your 5 minutes.
Hello. Hi, guys. I love you both so freaking much. It hurts. I'm so glad that you both are here. Immensely proud of you. I know this is the moment everyone's been waiting for. I've arrived. I am here, everybody. Do not panic. So, since I'm extremely vain, my question is basically just going to be, I need you both to tell me, specifically talk to me, because you are my two closest allies. Why do you deserve my vote over the other person? I want you to pander shamelessly to me. And I would like you to say anything that you feel like you need to say to me in this moment.
I'm ready.
Go for it.
Lana, you played a freaking incredible game. I don't even know, like it was before Touchy Subjects even happened that you were the one to beat. I have said this multiple times. I think like in the last few days to Corey and in the look back, but I wholeheartedly believe that the game I was playing, you were playing better. And I think that shows in the Touchy Subjects answers. You know, you had first place for best social game, most likely to win. I had second for both of those. You were playing an incredible game. You had more connections than I did. You got fewer votes than I did in the whole game. You were winning more comps at the beginning. You rock, and oh my god, this is your first ever game. You played so ridiculously impressively. Like it was truly hard to believe that it was your first game. You knocked it out of the park in every single way. And you know, that's why I wrote that on the vote that I had to send you out on. You know, I think if you were here, you would win. You rocked it. You really did. And as much as I wanted to have, you know, both of us here in our 20s fits, like we've been talking about from day one, I wanted to win a little bit more.
Of course. We both knew it was never going to happen in our heart of hearts. We knew, Tulsi.
I was really trying to convince myself, oh, maybe she's like truly that nice. Like maybe she is. Maybe I'm like a super snake for not being willing to take her. But I did decide, you know, a couple weeks before, like maybe like a week or two ago, that you needed to come in exactly third place. You were going to get third or first. That was what I knew. So I knew I was going to get the other one, and I needed to make sure I got first and you got third. And you were an absolute pleasure to play this game with. You know, I love you as a person, and you rock.
Thanks, babe. Corey.
Hello.
Hi, babe.
Hi there.
You.
All right. So, Lana, you were, as you've heard in my speech so far today, you've heard your name a lot because you were a big part of my game. I truly believe that had I not had you as my right-hand woman, my Bonnie to my Clyde, we would not have gotten, I would not have gotten here because, like I said earlier, you had the relationships. You had Logan, you had Bill, which got me in with them. And you would have won this game, like Tulsi said, had you been sitting here. And I was still willing to take you at the end because we made that deal. And I said, you are my ride or die. And I want to be sitting in the end with you and fight it out. And yeah, I mean, and in this game, also one thing that I haven't mentioned that you helped me do was, Rory, go away. One thing you helped me do was figure out those dreaded votes of Oakley and Zach, which helped bring a lot of clarity, which also helped in the round 4 vote as well. And had you not had that power, had you not been willing to use it at that point, it may not have changed the vote per se, but it definitely would have changed how the game went on.
Corey, can I ask you another question really briefly? I don't want to cut you off if you have more, but I do have one thing I want to ask you.
Go for it.
Was it ever a consideration in your mind that once it was down to me and Tulsi in the end, that would you ever have considered actually falling on your sword for me, like you had said that you were going to do the entire game? Was there ever a part of you that thought, maybe I should just give it up? I don't know if I will win. Maybe I should just make Lana win?
I don't give up this game.
I'm going to extend the time by 2 minutes.
Okay.
That's all. That's fine. I wanted to
I said that, I had to be a little bit, I mean, I was honest for the most part to you, but that, I mean, I'm never going to give up my game. I'm still going to play. I'm still going to fight. I think I fell on my sword for you when I voted out Maddie, because I could have very well voted you out and had a better shot at winning this game, but I didn't do that. If any point in this game I fell on my sword for you, it was at that very moment. So we'll go with that.
Cool. Love you both. This is a really, really difficult decision for me to make, as you were my 2 closest allies in this game. We spent so much time together. So this is going to be really difficult for me. I love you both. I think you both played winning games. I think you both deserve to win. So this is tough. I guess that's it for me. Bye. I can't wait to talk to y'all later.
Love you.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Lana. Gianna is having a little tech issues. She will be here shortly. So for now, just kind of sit around and wait. So yeah, we'll pull some comments up for you.
Yes, Roy, I will always be mean to you. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Michael. Ron, only if you do a TikTok dance for me. Duke, you know how to break the awkwardness.
Oh, hey, Nicole.
I love Ascendance because it's amazing.
Ascendance has been so much fun to play. I think Corey and I might be a little bit biased on that. So take it with a grain of salt, I guess. But it's been so much fun, and this whole cast has been absolutely amazing. It's been so much fun to play with everybody.
Yeah. Nicole is iconic.
And while we have a moment, I'm going to go ahead and shout out the Totem Pole. Go ahead, go watch them after this is over. Our production member, Nicole, is on season 3, so go show them some love.
Push the merch now. Go buy Ascendance merch. Go, go, go.
Hashtag ho ho ho.
Now that I know what that means, it's funny.
Yeah, the day 1 final 3 alliance I had with 2 people I took out pre-merge.
Right.
Whoops. The way Brayden called me out for being on call for like 8 hours.
Jordan, you're iconic because you're friends with Dylan. Where's Lana? She's better at that shit than me. We'll let her do the infomercial.
You know what? Send me some Ascendance merch and I got you covered. I will, I will post it all over, be like a little influencer for it. I got you. Jordan, I just don't know you. I'm sorry.
You're gorgeous, Rory, because you're friends with me.
Your gorgeousness does not need an explanation. Got him.
Slowly waits.
Thanks, Rory. Duke, do you really care what we had for dinner?
Wait, I don't see all those comments. Where do you see them?
In the live comments next to private chat.
Oh, okay.
We're trying. Hold on. We're getting somewhere.
It's hot as hell.
It's a shame Brayden's not here because I have like this vase of sunflowers and they're all dying.
I'm sure in the after party or whatever, the reunion, he can tell you how to liven them up.
Love you too, Cass. Thanks, Morgan. Ooh, fave challenge of the season.
The ones I won.
I was about to say the exact same thing. One of the ones that I won. I like the puzzle ones. Puzzle ones are
the ones. No thanks.
Honestly, I kind of like that knockout one where Alex and I ended up being the two mob bosses. It was very interesting. It was stressful, but it was like really fun.
Well, I liked it because our alliance just took everybody out.
We really did. Like, Alex took out 4 people and grabbed the money bag, and nobody came for him.
Roy, this is not a pilgrim costume. I need you to go back in your hole that you climbed out of. My head is just too big, okay? Do not hate on the hat. My head is just too big and it won't fit.
That pyramid comp was so annoying.
Yes, it was.
Stupid Oakley won when he wasn't supposed to. He battled every single person and still won.
Isn't that when he used his power though?
I mean, I don't know for sure. Maybe that's what we like speculated, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Kaylin. A woman's been in the finals before?
No.
Yeah.
Vicky was the runner-up.
What about that? Whoops.
Alrighty, and here we have Gianna. Gianna, you have 5 minutes, starting now.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm just waking up, so I'm trying to get myself together. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be quick because I have to get ready for work too. But congratulations to you both for making it to the finale. Very proud of both of you. Corey, why should you have my vote? Like, what? Tell me, what you did in the game to have a chance to even have my vote, because I was really confused about you this season.
Okay, I'm not sure what you were confused about with me, but I know me and you didn't have necessarily much of a relationship in the game, but I was actively playing the game. I had the group. I had an alliance of 4 that turned into an alliance of 5. I was actively involved in getting Sean out. I was actively involved in flipping the vote to Rox in round 4. I also helped 2 of my allies get 2 powers that would come in handy in round 4 that had we not had them, Rox would not have happened. So I was playing hard. I played hard fast. And which could have gotten me voted out early, but it got me to the end. So I'm sorry that our games didn't connect much. I wish things would have been a little bit different, but unfortunately, it just didn't play out that way.
I understand. So see, you played this game hard. I'm very proud of how you played this game. I personally want to know, what mistake do you think you had, and how did you overcome from it?
Yeah, I think the main mistake I had was in that round where Alex got rocked out. I just did not. I wasn't understanding Jasmine's game, and I was completely like misjudging the situation there. You know, I messed up like 30 minutes before tribal and got the vote changed onto me when that was not the plan. I almost got myself sent home with that mistake. But and that was the only round in the whole game that I got votes. And I built up the relationships I needed to at that point. I'd already gone to Rocks for Alex, so it wasn't out of the question for him to go to Rocks for me. Unfortunately, he got sent out that way, but you know, that happening got me 2 powers. It ruined Maddie's plan at the time to take me out sooner, because he wanted me gone before Final 6, and that changed because Alex was gone. And it made me a lot more aware of just like, you know, paying attention to how other people are playing their games, because in that round, Jasmine was very much about like, here is the plan. This is exactly what I've said to both Kate and Oakley, and this is how I'm blindsiding them. And at the last minute, me wanting to do something different than that, of course that would set things off and mess me up. But I was able to go forward and be vulnerable many rounds afterwards with 2 powers that everybody knew I had, and I wasn't targeted again, and then I was safe after that.
All right. Thank you so much. Like I said, congratulations to you both again. This has been an amazing game, and I'm glad to have gotten to know both of you and hope to play with you guys soon in other orgs. And good luck.
Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Gianna. Do you need me to remove you from the call, or could you leave?
I can just push leave, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty, thank you so much, jurors. We will now go to closing speeches. Since Thulsi went first, Corey will go first in closing speeches. Corey, your 5 minutes starts now.
So I just want to say to those, I know it was brought up a lot tonight, to those that I may have offended or hurt in this game, I do deeply apologize. That was not my intention. I'm a very emotional person. I'm an emotional player. Sometimes I just say things that pop out of my mouth, and I do regret them afterward. So I do apologize to anyone and everyone that I may have hurt. I love you all deeply as people. I played this game with my heart, crazy, chaotic, but deep down I had fun. I was in control with a group pretty much the entire game. My name was never a final vote. I was really never in danger of going pretty much the entire game. Yes, I did receive some votes, but those were rogue votes. And then when a single person voted for me on their way out. I had power in this game to choose who I was going to take. I took the route that I felt was better for my game in terms of how I wanted to play. I don't have much more to say except I hope I can have your vote and that the loyal game wins. I know y'all are sick and tired of hearing it, but that's the game I played. So I love everybody, and I'm going to end my 5 minutes now because I got nothing else to say.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Corey. Thulsi, your 5 minutes starts whenever you start talking.
All right, so yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm really gonna have to say right now. I think I played the better game. I think I was socially very strong. I think I played a really good strategic game. I won the most comps of anybody this season. I had multiple powers in my possession. I had my name thrown out as a target from the very beginning of this game. Multiple people were saying my name on their way out, even if they didn't have the means to target me beforehand. I was, publicly shown to be a target, to be a threat. Sorry, my laptop's about to die. Brayden called me out, and he was pretty honest in everything he said when he went out. Then Jasmine called me out publicly in tribal. Oakley tried to call me out the whole round before, for many rounds before he went home, but I was hearing a lot about it right before he went out as well. Maddie tried to take me out. Every single person who tried to take me out got sent out first. My name was only written down that one round where I did make a mistake, but I was able to bounce back from that completely. And I'd done everything right up until that point to keep myself safe even then. With the relationships I had made. Let me see. My game was not all about loyalty, but I do believe that I was loyal to the people that I truly gave my word to, my core 5 alliance, until something else needed to be done. I brought my final 3 alliance to the final 3, even though I had the means to do something different at that point, both because of loyalty and because that is what was best for my game at that point. I did make moves. Aside from Alex, was the only person there for both rocks in danger. And I came out of both. And I think that says a lot about, I was willing to do a lot. I put myself out there early on in this game. And once I survived that, it just started everything going, and I was able to, aside from the one bump in the round that Alex got sent home, I don't want to say flawlessly, but there were very few hiccups for me going forward after that point. I got very far with my allies. I could not have gotten here without them. And major credit to them all. Corey saved me. All of my allies were there for me. But at the very end of that game, which I know even more about now, I might have been targeted a lot more, but I got myself here at the very end when it counted. Using my relationships, my powers, my competition strength. I think I played a strong game, and I hope everyone sees that and is able to reward that. And would also like to say that I had an incredible time playing this game. It was so much fun. Even if I don't win, I had a great time playing with all my allies, playing with people that I wasn't working with. I had a lot of fun. Major props to everybody who played. It was a blast. Couldn't have gotten here without every single one of you. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you so much. The power now shifts to the jury's hands. Jurors, you have 5 minutes to submit your vote for who you would like to win. You are voting for who you want to see win. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Corey, we're done.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We're finally done.
Mm.
We did that.
Shoot, man. Oh, my hair. Rory, you did not just say that.
Almost, Duke.
Nobody can beat Duke, let's be real. I'm dropping shit. Sean, I know you hate me, but I love you. Yeah, well, girl, why are you nervous?
Am I not allowed to be?
I mean, you are, but girl, come on. Is that you, Carl, on the Cutthroat Survivor page?
C-Mac.
Can you go get my other hat, Scott? You need to cover my hair, and this hat's getting on my nerves.
I need changing my hat.
Hi, C-Mac.
Hi, Carl.
Roxzilla. Lana.
Love you, Lana. Lana.
I love seeing all three puppeteers up here.
I know, right?
It was the best.
Should have been a final 3. Just saying.
I'm good.
Oh, I have to do my part. Apply for Perception 4.0.
Didn't I tell you to wait till tomorrow?
I'm not telling you. I'm telling the viewers. Okay.
Alrighty, I have the vote. Before we get to the vote, I would just like to say thank everyone so much for playing this season. It was an amazing season. One of the best seasons we've had to date. This lighting's horrible. Don't at me. Thanks. So good luck to both Corey and Thulsi. And we will get started. Takes 5 votes to win tonight. You want to see your name. Alrighty. First vote. Thulsi, Queen Forever. Second vote. Thulsi, Queen of Snakes. That is 2 votes Thulsi, 7 votes left. Third vote. Thulsi, the Snake Queen. That is 3 votes Thulsi. Fourth vote. Thulsi. That is 4 votes Thulsi, 5 votes left. Fifth vote. And the 6th winner of Ascendance, Thulsi. You showed more desire.
Not desire, but when you know you're not going to win.
Here we go. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, girl. Love you.
Love you, Corey.
Oh my God. No, you did not. Girl, you extra.
Oh, I know. Okay, hold on. This phone does not like staying on.
Congratulations, Thulsi. You received all 9 votes tonight. So that was a unanimous win. Congratulations. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
That's so cool. Truly love everybody in this game. Thank you to everybody in the jury for voting for me. Thanks, Leanna. Corey, you also played a great game. You definitely deserve to be here as well. This has been awesome. This has been so much fun. I know I'm biased, but this has been an amazing game. I've had so much fun playing with everybody. Oh, thanks, Brayden. Thank you. I've had a freaking blast. I'm so excited. I texted Jordan Rosenberg a while ago. I was like, actually, as soon as I took out Lana, I texted him and I was like, you'll be seeing me in the winner's circle soon.
God, rude, girl. Hey, I knew it too. I texted in my pride chat was like, what's it going to take to beat the first girl winner? It ain't happening. Seriously, girl, you did.
Oh, Tony, I love you so much.
I'm dropping shit.
This has been awesome. I'm ready for this reunion. I'm ready to talk to everybody, to see everybody.
Now, in all seriousness, Tulsi, I'm so happy for you. You played a tremendous game, and I would not have. Well, the only other person I would have wanted to sit here is what's her name, Lana? Yeah. Even if she had another final 2, it's okay. I did, but yeah.
You played a game. I could not be sitting here right now without you.
I know.
Alrighty. Once again, thank you everyone for playing this season, and thank you to everyone who watched, viewed, all the loved ones that did the loved one challenge. It was an amazing season, and once again, congratulations, Thulsi, on your win. I will go ahead and end the broadcast. Good night, everyone.